King Bee Rock Band! Yeah!
Everybody give us the name of a band that doesn't exist but should exist.
Toe Jam.
Pearl Jam? Is that
Toe Jam.
Toe Jam. Toe Jam. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Are you ready for the next band?
Yeah!
DC, let me hear it. Introducing for the first time ever in DC, Toe Jam.
Yeah!
Ready? One, two, three, four.
I've been doing my science project, it's confusing me so.
I hated math, but science is better. I figured out the fungus on my toe.
STD chorus! STD! STD! STDs! Peace out!
Look, this is Richards?
Yes.
There's no easy way to say this.
Well, say it the hard way.
But you have an
STD!
STD!
You have one! You have one! Yes!
I do!
You!
So exciting!
Sorry, that's the first time I've ever tried to break the news like that.
Congratulations!
I tried to get it out, it just felt like it was coming out too quick. I'm sorry, I'm new at this doctor thing, and I'm sorry if that was offensive.
Well, it was exciting. I never had an STD before. What? Just tell me how it's gonna go now.
Well, if I can bring in a couple of my assistants.
Are you ready to itch downstairs? Are you ready to itch downstairs?
Are you ready?
To itch downstairs!
But you are going to!
Itch downstairs!
I'm really sorry, but it's the first time I've ever tried this. I'm not trying to pour it on, but you're giving me mixed signals here where like, you want me to break more news.
Well, I want to know everything that's involved. I take very good care of my body, and I pride myself on, knowing what's going on. So I just need to know. So I'm gonna itch downstairs. That's step one.
Always the first step of STDs.
Okay.
Second
Is
step.
there a cream I can use?
Is there?
Can you tell me about the cream?
Yeah.
Special bacteria cream for you.
My daughter's in a
Holy shit!
It's my STD. It's red. I didn't use my cream.
Your STD spread your foot.
Thank you.
Look. Holy fuck, my daughter has an STD.
Dad. Well,
Your daughter has an STD! Your daughter has an STD!
Thanks for joining me on my day with Sally, Steve. I'm your friend, Lisa.
I'm chaperoning her.
Yeah,
I'm late, I'm just another person.
I'm glad you're all here because I was nervous about to go out with you, Sally, because as I mentioned in my email, I have an STD.
Oh,
It's just herpes.
yeah, I remember.
But you still agreed to go out with me, so
Well,
thanks.
that's because I figured that you would use protection when we had sex.
Of course, of course. That's why I brought my friend. He carries my protection. He is my protection. I just leap in front of it, whatever it takes to shut it down.
You just get rid of the herpes.
We're gonna need to make sure that this is legitimate protection.
I don't think it is.
I'm just a person.
I've been trained. Well, yeah, he's had 2 years of training. He's got associate's degree. I'm down.
We're good until the action starts. Go ahead.
She's on my side, which is funny because how does he stop the herpes from getting to me?
There's actually a number of different ways to do it. I don't want to use jargon and confuse you. But for the most part, whenever the herpes could transmit, have you ever seen The Bodyguard or films about Secret Service? It's like that, but the herpes are the bullets.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm just taking it for the team.
It's got a lotion coating of bacitracin.
It's not a guarantee that it's going to work. I'm pretty dedicated to the job. But
Okay, I'm sorry, I have to step in. It's not guaranteed it's going to work.
Oh.
Just
Well,
as your
you know,
chaperone, I
mean,
can't really let this happen.
Condoms are not 100% certain.
That's
I
why
would
you're not
too,
gonna
every-
get that far. No, put your legs together, and I'm doing my job.
Do you have herpes?
Yes, I do.
You ever feel like choosing a college major is like deciding the rest of your life? I'm torn between like science and poetry.
That's a tough call.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just so similar. I mean, science is poetic, and
Yeah.
poetry is scientific.
So how about you?
I'm torn between gymnastics and interior decoration.
Good.
But those are similar too. I mean, that's just obvious.
Really having a good time on this study break.
It's a great study.
Yeah.
You want some peanut butter?
Yeah.
Here.
Thank you.
I just put a spoon in the jar.
That's right.
Protein.
You see they're in his freshman year dorm room. There's a twin bed over here, some closets back here, Nirvana poster on the wall.
You ever feel like your soul is empty and floating in the air?
All the time. I do. Do you ever feel like you just want to do a double back layout, but you can't figure out whether the drapes would go with the carpet?
You ever wonder what the rate of gravity is on Mars?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I wonder that, and I also wonder, like, I don't know, what would it be like to wear a leotard every day for the rest of my life and represent the United States?
I think you should do the gymnastics.
I don't know, I'm torn
I
though.
think you should do the gymnastics.
Do you want some jam?
Yeah. I think you should go for it.
Jim, I think you should go for the science. You know why I say that?
Why?
Because the way that you talked about gravity earlier, it's like you really knew what you were talking about.
Just so much pressure. I mean, I'm only 18. Like I don't want to have to decide. You know, like,
No.
what if I'm 35 and I decide I'm curing some cancer, but I should really be writing in free verse?
Yes, the first thing of this political movement is that we are not a formal political movement, not a formal one. Right. We're about art and challenging bad power. It's pretty big, man.
Yeah.
I signed up because I thought there was some pretty specific in this, and I would get to carry it.
Right. I'm tired of this ambiguity. I just want to know what it is me.
Excuse me. Do you have a permit to protest here?
That sounds like a pretty vague request.
We're out at the quad, man. It's free space.
I feel permitted internally in my soul. I feel permitted to do this.
You know, if there's more than 3 people, you have to get a permit.
Well, I don't know.
Fuck that! Fuck you and your permit! That's why we formed.
That's right.
No permits. We
Now we
stand
have
where we
meetings.
want. We're having a meeting.
We should shoot this guy.
I have a gun.
We'll get our gun.
Okay, the first.
This is
The
getting
first,
way more
the first,
specific.
no, the
this
first
movement.
thing of this movement is we're going to kill this guy.
Now I can get on board with that.
Now we've got focus. Thank you.
I just asked for a permit.
Holy fuck.
Sweetie, I wanted to give you some news, so
I'm gonna sit.
why don't you take a seat? Why don't you, I brought some friends in,
Sounds
they're gonna
good.
help me deliver this news.
All right.
Okay, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. I want a divorce. I want a divorce. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
She wants a divorce.
Yes,
I get it.
All you gotta do is sign the papers. Here's the papers. Here's the papers. Just sign the papers and you'll be divorced. That's right, your life's gonna suck.
Daddy, I thought you loved me. Daddy, I thought you loved me. Why didn't you fight for custody? Why didn't you fight for I loved you, Daddy. I loved you, Daddy.
Such lost your son. Such a lost your son. Looks like you're alone for the rest of your life. Why don't you kill yourself? Why don't you kill yourself?
Sweetie, don't kill yourself. It's just that I'm moving to Italy with Franco and your son, okay? Don't be
I repeat, we have a herpes outbreak. I'm too frightened to even say the word. It is gone airborne, but do not panic.
Oh no! Is it true, Mom? Is it coming? Is it gonna be in my face soon? The herpes? No!
As your mother, I failed to protect you!
I felt the herpes wind coming.
Oh, it did! It came and flew through our kitchen and I'm so...
Mom, I feel the herpes deep in my shins. Oh. My shins. I got the herpes. I know it. Oh.
Gonorrhea flood site in the area.
I can't protect you from the gonorrhea flood! I need to save myself!
Oh, the gonorrhea. It's in my feet bones. My feet bones hurt, Mom. My feet bones.
Man, I'm so sorry! You're gonna have to take this one on your own, son!
What's next?
There's a chlamydia tornado coming right over your face.
I'm gonna defend myself! Defend yourself!
Oh, my thighs.
So it's been what, 10 years?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm a world famous scientist now.
And how do you feel?
Incomplete.
I know.
I just,
Don't even.
I just remember back to that time when I was 18 and I couldn't decide between a scientist and a poet, and
You're always telling me that about
yeah,
your
that was a
child.
really big day for me.
You're always telling me, you should be happy with the choice you made.
But whatever happened to Sarah? What if she's...
She's still, let's hope she's not still a Jew.
I'm so happy with my life.
Oh my God.
I chose gymnastics.
What are you like? 30-year-old gymnast? That's impossible.
Anything is possible when you feel it in your heart.
You
I'm
can't.
gonna leave you for her.
What? She's gonna have early onset arthritis.